Hey, Jan, can you hear
Me?
us?
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right, all right. I love high
You
school.
guys gotta fix that.
I get
Whenever you
old
send a
just
link,
the
you never.
same age. No, Days of Confused. No, you didn't get it, McConaughey.
I do.
Nothing.
I do like Matthew. I do.
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. Um, you guys, you always forget to update the link on that Zoom meeting posting on Facebook. Because I click it and I never get it. Unless you just started. Did you start it? Is that why?
That's not good.
Is it the
Can
the one on Facebook or where is it?
you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I don't think you can hear me.
I can hear you.
I can hear you fine. Is it the link on Facebook or is it the link on where?
You might because I Facebook.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm start. I am going to.
What's up, Tim?
What's happening, guys? How you doing?
All right, how are you?
Doing all
Looks like
right.
On's frozen.
I'm going to do this.
In a very nice picture too, I might
That's a
add.
very awkward position. That's awesome.
I'm going to take a screenshot of that actually.
You definitely should.
Tim, what's up with your business, my man?
My business is kind of at a crossroads, to be honest with you. I'm running out of money in my business account. I'm not really sure where to put my dollars. I've tried direct mail and gotten very few phone calls, and they're all pretty much taking off your mailing list.
Okay.
And I've tried, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the Investor Carrot, on Carrot.
Yeah.
For the websites, I've tried doing sort of get, organic results.
Okay, Tim. So let's talk about this. What are you doing for direct mail? What are you mailing?
I got a list of properties in Marlboro, single-family homes, 3-bed, 2-bath, at least owned for 10 years, so they would have some equity in the mortgages.
How many lists? How many are you talking about? What's the list size?
List size was about 300 something, 350, I want to say, and I hit them 7 times, like we all said to do. 7 different rounds every month.
So even if you're 7 times, okay, think about how many mailings that is. If your response rate's 2%, that's not a lot of phone calls.
Correct.
And then your close rate from that is only going to be, if you're just starting out, 3 to 5 maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you got to give it its numbers at that point.
Are you doing any phone calls, Tim?
No. I know that cold calling is popular, and even door knocking I'm starting to see is ramping up.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't necessarily call it cold calling. I'd call it, the same list that you just bought. You do your best. If you don't want to spend the money on a skip trace, you go to whitepages.com. You start pulling the names of these people and numbers, and you just sit down and start banging the phones. Hey, just seeing if you guys got my letter. I mailed it to you. That's going to bring down your cost significantly. It's an extra touch. I mean, phone calls is where it's at if you want to bring down costs.
Okay.
And if you get cell phone numbers, text them. Open rate for that's near 100%.
Yeah, I did try in a couple letters. Instead of saying call me, I said text me at my Google Voice number, and that did seem to get results, but it was more of the same, not interested.
Yeah, but that list, you got to look at the list that you're pulling. All you're pulling are people with equity. There's no motivation there necessarily.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's kind of what you would expect, honestly, from that sort of list.
Are you pulling owners that are over 60?
I didn't sort it by age, no.
I would try by age. I did a.
Are they absentee too, Tim, or is it not? It's not absentee either, right?
No. No,
Yeah, I would
maybe-
try that.
Yeah.
Try absentee owners. You're
I
gonna
got a
need
lot
more
of
than
hits
one.
from my mailing.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're gonna need more than one town, but try absentee owners that have owned for more than 7 years, something like that.
Okay.
They're gonna be way more inclined to sell.
when I market, I target empty nesters. So over 60, I get a good amount of hits on that. Sometimes they don't come into fruition, but at least they want to talk to me about selling their house. So either try to market it to list it or to sell it, or I mean to buy it. And some of them you gotta wait and call them, like after 4 or 5 months as well. Kind of let them season a little bit into the stress.
How can I get a list of ages for the residents? How do you know that?
List source.
List source?
Yeah, you buy a list. Yeah.
Or
I went to,
Yellow Letters HQ is probably the cheapest right now for lists.
HQ. Okay, I went through
Their
Warren
data.
and got their data.
Yeah, Lauren Group's okay. I don't know.
Mhm.
Warren Data, you mean the one that you have to pay the subscription list for, like the big one?
Correct, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, I don't think that that's necessarily worth the investment, Tim, if that helps you a little bit. I mean, even the guy, do you know Tyler Kubel with the offmarketleads.com? He gets all his data from Warren Group, and he's way less expensive on the data.
Who is it? Tyler?
It's Tyler Kubel, yeah. If you're on the accountability group, right? The closed Facebook accountability group?
Yes.
Yeah, go right there and just post. Tyler's in that group. Just say, hey, Tyler, can we chat a little bit about about your off-market?
Sure.
He loves it. He's a developer.
How do you spell his last name?
Cubell.
Okay. I can say if you're interested in apartments, I know you guys like apartments. I have a lead on 80 units out in Athol, Orange. That's of any interest to you.
I think we've seen
Is
that
that
deal
mass?
8 times, haven't we, Rob?
Oh, really? Keeps coming around.
Yeah. Sorry.
Is he
Mike.
down to his $5 million price yet? Is he at the $2 million, which is where we were at?
Wow, really? Yeah, from
Yeah,
JR.
that's the Orange Athol and Gardner portfolio, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.2 million.
Yeah. Yeah, we were less than half.
Wow.
Wow. All right, well, that explains why those are still out there.
Well, I just got one.
Mhm.
I just got one in Manchester. It's a really nice little packet. It's a 20 unit, but the price is 1.275 million for 20 units in Manchester.
Yeah.
It's just just by even if it's an A-class property, it's overpriced.
What about targeting short sales that are listed on the MLS? Is that worth even looking at?
Is your intent to wholesale or rehab, or what's your intent on that, Tim?
Yeah.
My intent would be to rehab and flip if I can afford it, or get a partner to rehab and flip. I'm just trying to get some quick
Yeah,
cash.
you won't be able to wholesale it. You won't be able to wholesale a short sale.
Right.
You
Right.
can. I mean, it's not worth. I would never tell you not to. Put in an offer. You might as well. But a lot of times, what happens is those deals are kind of accounted for. So what happens is and it really depends on what the deal is. Some of them are open, but a lot of times an investor will come with the deal. They'll bring it to a negotiator who will then assign a listing agent, and essentially the deal is pretty much spoken for at that point.
Oh, really? Okay.
But if they're aged, you never know. I mean, there's one investor, I don't know if anyone, Home Investors is still doing this. I think Mike Filatico. If you find an aged short sale in the MLS that's still active, that usually means it's been on and off for a while, or a buyer was in, but then the bank didn't approve the price they wanted, so they backed out.
Yep.
At that point, you can kind of put a little bit of a sell on that listing agent and say, well, clearly, hey, listen, I come with the whole package. I'm the buyer, but I come with the short sale negotiator. Whatever we can do to try to help get this one through. And that way you can kind of put the ball back in your court. But even if you don't get the negotiator on your side, at least, if it's an aged one, it's probably worth an offer, as long as you know that you're not going to be able to wholesale, period. So if you get your number, you're going to have to close on that. You know what I mean?
I do, yes. I think the idea is if I can afford it, I'll just take it down myself. If not, I'll find a partner and go ahead with the flip and split the profit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's just a little bit there because you can't. I mean, you can back out, but you're going to lose your deposit.
Right.
And it's a bank, so they're not really
care.
They don't care. They're not very flexible. Right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard you guys say in the short sale negotiation, you can pretty much throw out whatever crazy number you want.
Yeah, I mean, that used to be more the case. Now what happens is the banks are a little bit, they've kind of caught on, and they generally will counter you pretty high. And then you're there and you have to try to justify it. You put together your contractor bid and all that stuff. And sometimes it works, but recently it's worked less than it used to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But good news, guys. The rates just went up. Inventory's high. When rates go up, asset values go down. It's just math. Yeah, and there's way too much inventory sitting out there, so I would expect things to go down. We're starting to see more of a bear market on the stock market. Yeah, I mean, all signs are pointing towards definitely a slowdown.
Tim, what also is going to happen, right? So once you put your offer in, even if it's a really low, dumb offer, the bank's going to order a valuation being done on that property.
Yeah.
So a broker price opinion or an appraiser is going to go out to that property and also value that property. That's where the bank gets their number in their head. So they're going to weigh that valuation with your offer. And if it's just too far off, they're not even going to counter. They're just going to kind of weigh the off and say, offer rejected. So the low ball offers, I think, are the thing of the past. Essentially what Marianne teaches is that if you go to get your comps, pull your comps in MLS, or even if you don't have MLS access, like you do though, you have MLS access, right?
I don't, but I have a great agent who does them real quick.
Okay, there you go. Have them take all the proximity distressed comps. So there's not a lot in this market, but there are some. So foreclosures, short sales, divorced, anything that's handyman as is needs TLC. If you take all those within a 1 mile or town radius of you, probably the full town, you can essentially bet on getting that property for 80% of those distressed values. That's a fair offer that a bank would accept. If you're coming in at 50% or 40%, chances are they might counter you. They might just ignore you.
Yeah. Is it possible? I've heard guys meeting the appraiser when they go to look through the house and put together a package and say, here's everything that's wrong with the house. Here's everything that's going to cost to fix. This is why the price is $100,000, not
yes.
50.
Yep. Yes, and you can even have a contractor put a budget together for you, that kind of thing as well.
Right. So you sort of need to go look at it first ahead of the appraiser and figure it out, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the way to that's definitely the way to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's it. If you want to talk to Marianne, Tim, I don't know if you've already spoken to her or not, but she might be a good resource for you.
I haven't. I wasn't able to go to the meeting where you guys did the short sale overview.
That's all right. No, I can give you her number if you want it. It's 978-384-0032.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. They're viable deals. I highly recommend, though, with your marketing strategy. I mean, on your mailings, yeah, it's pricey. So you got to start jumping in on those phone calls.
Yeah,
as many as you can.
Yeah.
I mean, and you've seen the videos on how to pull pre-foreclosures, right?
No, I really haven't targeted them. I haven't targeted pre-foreclosures.
Well, I mean, that's another one. Door knock them. Just pull them like within, within Marlboro and a couple other towns that are close, and just door knock them.
Yeah.
You're gonna get yelled at, but it's worth it.
I can get yelled at right here at home. I don't need to leave.
Exactly. There you go.
Right.
It's different.
I don't know if there's a lot of people door knocking on the pre-foreclosure, so I think that would be a viable strategy if you were willing to go that route, Tim.
It's worth looking into.
I'm posting a fantastic frozen screenshot of On to the closed deal flow accountability right now.
Oh man. Yeah, and Tim, just so you know, the resource that Nick mentioned, the offmarketleads.com, Tyler Kubel, that has all the pre-foreclosure data there too.
All right, good. I guess I was trying to avoid pre-foreclosures because it seems like everyone's trying to get into pre-foreclosures. So I was trying to zig while everyone else was zagging.
Probably true, but I guarantee not everyone's door knocking pre-foreclosures, and it's very hard to get these people a lot of times to even respond. So if you're skip tracing and getting a 70% phone call number, that's good, and you're calling these people, there's still a decent amount that aren't responding to mail or phone calls. If you can catch them at the right time.
How much,
I wouldn't go like the whole county. I would literally go like within your town to something that's just going to take you, an hour or two basically to go to all of them each day, something like that. If you have the time, obviously.
Yeah.
How much does skip trace cost?
Depends on what service you're using. Needtoskip.com is a good one. It's pretty cheap. There's a ton of them. Bliptrace.com. Skipbug.
Do you have to have like 100 traces, or can you just ask for like 10?
It totally depends on the service. You use like a service like, for instance, what's it called? Oh man, I'm blanking on it. Bleh. Some of them are just by the like one address and they'll do it. But yeah, a lot of them have like it goes down by the larger amount that you put in. But I mean, you can do it for like
what's the number?
12 cents a lead, something like that. Depending. If you go to like a findtheseller.com, it's gonna be $10 per lead, but they do a very extensive, like they track down next of kin, they pull everything, if that kind of thing. Can't hear you now, I'm sorry, man.
He's muted. I'll unmute him.
I got it. I said Family Tree Now does it for free. I can get
Family Tree?
phone numbers. Yep, Family Tree Now. I can get phone numbers like cell phone, landline, and also I think they're called like.
How accurate are they though?
I'll tell you what. So when I was buying my current flip, the old lady, she moved to New Hampshire, and she changed her cell number and didn't give it to me. So the closer, my closing team was like, "Yo, we need to have her send some papers. We don't have contact." So I was gonna drive to New Hampshire because I had her address, but then I did Family Tree Now. None of her numbers worked, but then there was like a sister number. I called the sister and I was like, "Hey, is Nancy there?" She's like, "Oh yeah, hold on," and just handed her the phone number. So it worked for me.
Hey, all right.
And it was free. And it was free. So
yeah,
I love free.
You have to pay. Yeah. Worth a shot, if nothing else.
So yeah. I can look for the link. Because there's a whole bunch of thingies now.
Yeah, there's that'sthem.com is another one. That's free.
Yeah, I just checked out familytreenow.com. It seems like, it's definitely looking for family tree information, which is interesting. Did you do, is just a one-off on, or did you do a batch on that? That's all right. No worries. I think On's in a tough internet space.
Can you say that again, Nick?
No, it's fine. I just went to familytreenow.com just to check it out, and it seems like it's a legitimate like family tree genealogy site. And it's cool if you got that to work. That's cool. It's just it was a one-off then, right? I mean, you're not doing any batch processing or anything on this.
No, just
Okay.
if I find some good potential leads, I might get this, what do you call it? The contact information and do a cold call if I have to.
Nice. But there you go, Tim. Calls and door knocking, man. Direct mail is important, but it's just one touch of a few, and that is the most expensive one you can do.
Yeah.
You know, if you get the cell numbers, that's great. And then, like Rob said, if you text in it, there's a 99% open rate text messages, and you will get a lot of fuck offs, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I'm really just canceling that website service. It's $100 a month, and it's not getting any results at all.
I'll let Rob speak to that. I think Rob has the experience with Investor Carrot.
Yeah, Investor Carrot, unless you're paying for PPC budget on top of what you're already spending for the website, don't expect to get any leads.
No, I don't have that kind of cash, dude.
I know. So I wouldn't use it. That's kind of what I'm trying to tell you. It's not worth it for just a website. And
Right.
now we get emailed by, I don't know, 10 new wholesalers every week. And you go to their website and you can just tell it's an Investor Carrot website immediately.
Right.
And then they give you those canned blog posts, so everybody has the same blog post. It's just not. I don't know. For me, it's not effective. And the thing is, like, I know their whole thing is SEO and all that with blog stuff, but Google severely downgrades you if you have a similar blog post to 100 other people on the internet.
Yeah.
For SEO, I would use Fiverr and spend like $90 to have them SEO the shit out of your website.
Yeah. Yeah. Go to Squarespace, buy a website for $9.99,
Right.
throw it up, and then go to Fiverr and it's $9.99 a month. Go to Fiverr and have them SEO the crap out of it. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that.
They'll do on-site SEO. They'll do like, what do they call it? Like the off links where they'll have other websites linked to you, so that
the backlinking, all that stuff.
backlinking, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
So I would do that versus Investor Carrot or whatever. Also, what I'm working on my website is I'm trying to get videos and voice recordings of testimonial. You know, like just when people visit my site. And some of them are just people that I've given real estate advice to, not people that I've bought property from.
Yeah.
You know? And because it's really just going trust.
Right, of course.
If they say yeah, you know.
What you need to realize is that, like, for instance, you got to know who. When we talk about social media and internet, what places what are the social media outlets that are friends, and what are the ones that are not friends? Like, for instance, never post a YouTube video on Facebook because Google and Facebook hate each other. So that's a bad idea. Always put the raw video on Facebook. But if you're doing like just a website type thing and you want to score high in Google, link to YouTube because they love each other. So, you know, that's the sort of thing you need to do. Video is definitely way better than just blogging, that kind of thing. Video is helps you rank very highly. So a lot of stuff you can do there. Facebook Live also ranks extremely high. That's higher than just video on Facebook.
Wow. Okay, so guys, I gotta go to the day job.
All right, Tim.
Cool.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Tim.
Thanks, everyone.
Go
Have a
kill
good
it.
one, man.
Good luck, Tim.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, I love that you're also not just getting sellers. I mean, that's great. If you can get people you've helped and then they didn't buy the house, I think that's super powerful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, some of them are just, there are people who have problems with their property and like, oh yeah, do this, do that, and I've pretty much fixed their problem for them.
Yep. There you go. That's
free.
perfect.
I'm like, hey, I saved you like $100,000. Make me a video, type of stuff.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So that's one of my things. Yeah. So what's going on with you guys? Anything?
Cool. We
Anything
closed on a 20 unit in Ohio finally. So.
Oh yeah! Congratulations.
No, congratulations is when it's stabilized. Anyone can buy a property on.
I know. You want to get it stabilized. That's
Yeah.
rough in Ohio. Like, do you have some like ill property managers or something?
We've got one. We're gonna
Okay.
we're testing him out. He's a third party, but we do have in house if he goes to hell. So we're hoping we have
Okay.
high hopes for him though.
That's cool. I'm
Yeah.
that's the next step. I want to buy a large multifamily or build like a 20 or 15 unit multifamily. I just went to this big real estate conference this week. It's actually still going on now, but I'm catching a flight to Charlotte. And they were, we're talking about like multinational, like real estate folks. I got it for free. It was like
What was the conference?
$2,500
Was this the ultimate partnering event with Jay Lindahl by any chance?
No, what is that?
Okay. What is it? What was the conference?
The ULI Urban Land Institute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Great. Cool.
How was
Yes,
it?
Charlotte's great.
They're pretty much
hit
like
the
this,
list of emerging markets, and now everybody's
associate-
playing there.
associate of real estate organizations. Like, it was good. It was good. Yeah, it was good. What's it called? Sometimes I got to switch on one. But it was good because they had a lot of like multinational construction companies, real estate,
Nice.
lawyer, development track.
Nope, he's muted again. I think we lost him.
Uh-oh.
That is okay. Well, in case he doesn't come back on for the recording, we do have a couple of events coming up. We have our success line on this Monday night at 6 p.m. And for those of you who are interested, we do have another rehab meetup coming up on Wednesday, the 24th of October. That would be at our 26 Byam Road in Chelmsford. It's a blue tape special, so people will be bringing their blue tape and marking off punch list items at that point. It's not going to be quite finished, but no one's used to having finished product anyway. And then we have the 23rd of October, yours truly speaking at a multi-family event in Newton. It's Matt Pacini and Dorina event, Union Street Restaurant in Newton at 6 p.m. We're going to be talking about horror stories in multifamily real estate. So say that goes. I guess if An is now officially checked out. An, you there?
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's back.
Hey guys, if I like disconnect, my phone number is there, so I could hear
in
you,
the chat
but I was
box.
muted,
Yeah. Got
so
it.
I couldn't talk.
Oh, I see. Sorry, man.
Got it. Sorry.
So
Well,
if I die, I heard
curious-
about that. I heard you. Yeah, go ahead.
what kind of nuggets did you take from the ULI on? Anything you want to share?
So yeah, sure. So building small multifamilies like 20 and above or whatever, or, some 20, 40, 60 units, it's all about the developer's fee, and it's a different game than buying one or two or 5 units in rehab tax, lines that it goes fast, but a lot of times it goes really, really slow, like 4, 5, 6 years even, because of permitting, because of funding rounds and stuff like that. So it's still something new that I want to kind of dabble in a little bit, and I'd love to build like a 20, 40 unit if possible. But it was really.
Oh, you want to do ground up construction on a multifamily?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But
This is a terrible time to do that. I got to tell you, man. I would not start that right now.
But if I did it, it wouldn't be with my own money, and it would be like tons of tax credits and like for affordable housing, and stuff like that. So it would be kind of low risk for me. That's the only way that I would do it if it was low risk. I'm trying to get. Besides that, I'm trying to get my flip on the market by like the 15th. it's been a nightmare with the cabinet guy. He was supposed to deliver it like 3 weeks ago, and then he finally got
Oh man.
to me. That's the only thing that's stopping me from putting it in the market, because my kitchen is like my centerpiece.
Yeah, of course.
So
Right.
once that's it, I finally got the templating done, and I'm just waiting for the countertop to be fabricated.
Man.
The template was like yesterday. He just did it yesterday, so I gotta wait like 5-7 days before I can put it on the market. So we'll see how it goes. Besides that, I'm at the airport. I'm going to Charlotte for a wholesaling conference, just to try to get some more nuggets. I'm going with Jose.
Cool.
Nice.
Enjoy.
So he's coming. I don't know. We'll meet in Charlotte, but we're staying in the same hotel room. So
Nice.
Awesome, man. Good for you.
Whose event is it?
This guy named Maxwell. He does a lot of wholesaling down south. He actually has a video about his systems, which is great. He how to streamline your processes using virtual assistants, using someone to go down to the probate office, host the bandit signs, all that stuff. Really good if you're trying to scale, or if you have money to scale. For me, I'm not quite there yet, so I'm just like doing this and that here and there. But it should be some pretty good stuff. So we'll see how it goes. I just want to pick up a few new tricks, you know.
Nice, man. It's awesome.
We're there till Monday, so it's
Cool.
We'll probably party up a little bit too. You know,
Of course you will.
Oh, Jared's here.
Have fun.
Jared's online now.
Oh, Jared. Okay.
Muted
I
as
think
well.
he was in the airport.
No. What's going on, Jared?
We're on for another 6 minutes. So
Next Monday's the call. Is that what it is? Next Monday?
Yep, this coming Monday. Yep.
Hello, guys. Shoot.
Yep, we're here. Can you hear us? Let me unmute it.
Next Monday's the thing.
Unmute these guys. Jared's muted too.
They're muting themselves.
So Monday's the call.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Jared.
Oh,
Yes, Monday's the
Got it.
call on.
Yeah, my call.
got it. All right, good. 6 o'clock. I should be back by then, so I'll be ready.
Nice.
All right.
Do you want to present? You want to present any nice tips that you find?
Sure.
You don't have, obviously,
I could do that. That means what was that?
you don't have to give away any of the super nuggets that you're going to keep just for you. But if you wanted to present, you can do like a 5-minute takeaway.
Let me talk to you on Sunday, just in case there's nothing that I learned that's new. But I can summarize it. Yeah, I guess I could summarize it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, there's no problem, man.
You know what? What if we hone the topic down to VAs? Why don't you get what you can on VAs, and then you can at least talk about some VA stuff.
Okay, sure, I can do that. Definitely.
Sweet. It's a good one. Awesome.
What's up, guys?
Is that Jared?
No, this is Jose.
Oh, Jose's
Hey.
on.
What's up, buddy?
Jose,
Yeah,
where are you guys?
Yeah.
Which airline are you at?
I'm in JetBlue.
Oh, fancy.
JetBlue is fancy now. Okay.
Mine must be at Southwest. I don't know.
I don't.
I was
Spirit.
I was literally going through checking with the phone on, listening to the whole conference.
Nice.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Excellent.
Should have talked more shit then.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome,
What time-
guys.
What time do you get in, Jose? Like 5?
5:30.
Okay, 5:30. All right.
Sweet.
I forget when I get in, but I'll meet you at the hotel.
Yeah, sounds good.
You guys
Sounds
are
like a
awesome.
plan.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
Nick,
Awesome.
I'll bring back some good information.
There you go,
Yeah,
man.
okay.
Absolutely. You don't have to share anything that's going to give the whole house away. But yeah, if you and An want to share anything on Monday night, but I'm not going to force you, because obviously if you came good, competitive secret stuff, you keep that.
No, I don't compete against you guys. I want to have the biggest building by helping everybody else build theirs up.
Right.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't feel competing you too, but just the guys on the call. That's all, or guys and gals on the call. So that's cool.
Gonna steal all the information.
No, you're not, Jared. No, you're not.
Well, I guess we're lucky. Like Tim looked like he was going through it, huh? I was like, geez, he's not getting any hits on his stuff.
Who is?
Tim, the guy that left, that just hung up.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't have enough leads. I mean, that was that's.
When you do direct marketing, you got to look for a niche. Like you can't just look for high equity. No one's gonna come at you for high equity.
It was one of the worst lists that we've ever used too, just as far as like waste of marketing dollars. It works.
Right.
It's just you got to pay more money because they're just not motivated.
Right.
If you worked it with a multi-touch campaign, like we talked about, with the phone calls, the texting, and everything, I mean, you'll probably get a little bit better response, but still, there's no motivation.
Yeah.
They're not motivated.
Right. They're not motivated.
Like, you can just, why would I sell now to you? Well, I think it's worth 3 times what you're offering. Why would I sell? There's really no need for them to sell.
Right.
Good stuff, guys. Well, hey, listen, we for those of you who didn't already hear, we have our success line this Monday night at 6:00. Feel free to jump on. You'll get the link emailed to you from Lori. And we also have the multi-unit horrors and multifamily at Union Street Restaurant in Newton. That's 6 p.m. October 23rd. That's Tuesday night. And we also have our rehab meetup, 26 Byam Road in Chelmsford. That's Wednesday night, October 24th, at 6 to 8:30 p.m. in Chelmsford. Whatever we can see you guys at.
Make sure you post that on the Facebook.
Oh, cool. Yep. Jared's all over that, right, Jared?
Okay.
He's muted. Okay.
It's posted.
Posted. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much. And we will see you guys Monday night and learn lots of stuff on and Jose. You guys got it.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
All right. You too, guys.
Bye, guys.
See you.